Hey, happy new moon in Taurus. If you don't know, my name is Latoya of Emerald Astrology, and today I want to talk with you about, the benefits of this new moon in Taurus and what to look out for, especially if you are the creative type, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is about creativity, love, beauty, and just, yeah, ease comfortability, relationships, partnerships, values. So all of these things are front and center with this new moon in Taurus. And I just want to share, what to look out for. So today, my mission is to chat with you to help you understand what new moon in Taurus is about and then make it easier for you to ease into this new beginning that the new moon represents. So let me go ahead and share my screen so we are looking at the same thing here. I feel like it's starting to rain. Hopefully not. I think we're okay, at least for now. Ooh. I'm outside, but you can't tell. Okay, so anyways, so in this talk, I'm going to cover the astrology of the new moon in Taurus. And then I'm going to wrap this reading with the oracle card from my chakra deck. And then if you're an astro devotee, you will receive your personalized reading. If you are interested in getting your own specific reading that this new moon is about for you, definitely consider becoming an astro devotee on my Patreon. I have the link below, and subscribe to that, become a member, and you'll receive monthly mentorship with me, and you don't necessarily have to jump on a call. You will just receive a recording of your reading, and you can watch it whenever you are ready. Because I'm all about, what is that, asynchronicity communication. I love that. So anyways, so what is the new moon about? So the new moon in general is about embracing the unknown, accepting new beginnings, and setting an intention. Now that we're out of eclipse season, we can now start setting our intentions and sorry, this noise, cars. Setting our intentions and working with the energies that are available to us. So we could do our moon waters, we can do our magical work without any kind of like weird interference that the nodes or the eclipses could represent for us and make things a little bit chaotic and crazy. And so if you're not about working with chaos magic or energy in general, like, you don't want to work with the eclipses. So now we're out of that. We're now able to like do the steady work, and the new moon in Taurus is all about steadiness and working along with our values. So what are we actually embracing now that the new moon is in Taurus? So you might be feeling unsettled actually, because these radical changes have been shifting our perspective of life and what we value. And especially with this being in conjunct with Uranus, that has to do with innovation, unpredictability, rebellion against the status quo, which Taurus is about status quo, maintaining things, especially with it being a fixed sign. We're feeling really unsettled with this new moon. We just recently had a Jupiter Uranus conjunction, so that seeded a new and sudden new thing in our lives, Taurus era of our life. And I feel like because of this new moon being so close to that degree that it was in, 21 degrees, Uranus Jupiter conjunction, it's carrying that story of what we experienced when that conjunction happened. So we're just kind of feeling unsettled. And so accepting a new beginning here is important, because life is about change. It's going to constantly bring us new information, new experiences, and just practicing acceptance I think is really important. I know, like, for me, like, I've recently just accepted a new job that is in alignment with my values, and I'm trying to squeeze it in with the job that I still have while doing Emerald, and now squeezing that job that's more in alignment with my values into my schedule. And I feel like overwhelmed and chaotic, and literally wanted to release everything. And so I just saying that, I just wanted to let you know, like, I feel what you feel if you're just kind of like, this is way too much. And I don't know what to do because, like, this new thing that came up is in alignment with my values, but I'm trying to maintain this old thing. But the new thing is here and I want that, but I'm stressed because I'm trying to maintain the old thing. And, you're probably feeling this. And I just want to let you know you're not alone. Um, but still lean into the new thing because it is in alignment with your values and it's going to be more sustaining, especially as Jupiter is, you know, Jupiter stabilizes things. And I know it being conjunct Uranus, it's kind of like makes it a bit chaotic, but I feel like in the long run, like this, you're not going to regret taking this risk. At least that's my perspective here. So setting intention with Taurus, I think creating a new habit that promotes that growth and expansion and holding space for that is going to be important with this new moon. So Taurus in general, the sign Taurus represents, being more grounded, stability, being tenacious. Art, you could be the artist, grace, and tolerance of things. Being predictable, productive, and it can also be possessive and greedy and lazy and slow to change. And so we want to make sure that we are, I guess, just being mindful how we relate to Taurus energy because it's going to be more pronounced around this time, especially Taurus season. I was literally struggling with, I don't want to say laziness, but like, I don't know, like again, feeling overwhelmed with all the things that I gotta do. It was just like, should I just do less? But then I was just like, well, you know, what what is it that I'm doing? Is it in alignment with my values? Well, yes. So then you probably should continue to do it and rest after. Because you might find that if you're thinking about what you need to do, you're probably making the work bigger or way more than it really actually is. And if you just let the body do what it needs to do, you'll find that, oh, this is not that big of a deal to do these things. So just be mindful of that because that could be popping up too. um, so yeah, Taurus season, we're shifting our attention to what we are wanting to cultivate and maintain in our lives. So yeah, making sure it's in alignment with our values is so important because like Taurus wants to stabilize things, it wants to maintain things. Even though things are getting shaken up and questioned with Uranus transiting through it, there's still that element of Taurus that wants to stabilize. And Uranus is really there to just help us understand ourselves and what our individuality and honoring that. And so if we are, working with that, we're going to find that we do change and also need that stability and create those new habits. So I think Taurus season is definitely delivering that opportunity for us right now. So the big picture view. So the sun is conjunct the moon, right? So that creates the new moon, which represents new beginnings and new realizations about our lives and how we're wanting to take action in this new direction. The moon conjuncts Uranus, like I mentioned before. So that's tying into that Jupiter Uranus experience we had on 420. And then the moon sextiles Saturn, which is nice because sextiles are representative of creativity, opportunities. And so with the moon sextiling Saturn, which is also about stability and maintaining habits and foundational work, it really is helping us stick to what matters most to us, especially that is in alignment with our dreams, Pisces, especially when it's in alignment with our higher ideal of what life could be, the life that we're trying to create, Pisces. And so there's some support going on here from the Pisces house to maintain that, you know, sense of stability and continue to move forward, even with the changes and the ebbs and flows. So this new moon in general is good for accepting that life changes and we are capable of setting a new pace. And I think it's important for us to start a grounding practice in our daily routine. So doing any kind of like nature walks, putting your feet in the soil, work gardening, these things will help um, ground these like nervous energies that we might be feeling with this new moon in Taurus. Okay. So I'm going to pull a card, and this will be a chakra that we can focus in on. And then I'm going to wrap up this call or this talk. What's it called? Um, yeah, let's see. What does Spirit want to share with us? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's actually two cards here. So I got Despondence, which is associated with the third eye, and then a blue card, which is associated with the throat chakra, and it has to say bittersweet. These are interesting cards. I'm looking at Despondence because this card, this lady is like not happy with whatever she's doing. She's like, the earth is at her stomach here, and she's kind of throwing her hands in the air. Hair's looking wild, but I don't know. Just like feeling loss of hope and courage. Okay. And it's like bittersweet. I guess like what I'm getting here is like giving your worries to the higher power, even though it is bittersweet. Like I guess with this the element of Saturn being a part of it, like Saturn has to do with like grief as well. Like you're having to give up something, like you have to sacrifice something to get what you want. And we might be dealing with, we're grieving, I know like for me, I woke up this morning and I was just like very frustrated because I was like, I just want my RV, like why is this so why is it taking so long? Like I've been wanting this for so long, and why haven't I had built the pathway for me to get this, and yeah, and I'm just kind of like working with that. But like, okay, sacrifice. What are you willing to give up to have that? And it's just kind of like, well, I guess like I'm gonna have to like pick up more work or what have you, so that I can afford this thing, and I'm not gonna be able to rest and just chill all the time. Well, I say all the time, but like have my 2 days off. Instead it will be or I should say 3 days off. Now it's gonna be 2 days, or 1.5, I should say, to then get that. But then I will have to like make sure I'm sticking to my routine, meditation and yoga routine when I can during the day, every day, to keep that rest and activity balance. Good. So yeah, it's just like this weird, like you might be experiencing like, oh, I have this new thing, but now I have to sacrifice something that I had before in order to keep that new thing that is actually in alignment with my values. That's going to help me get to what I want. And you might feel like, yeah, just like a mixed feelings going on here is what I'm seeing with these cards. And so with it being associated with third eye vision, throat chakra, speaking, communication, I think we need to sit down and clarify what is it that we actually value and want. And know that our emotions might say something that is goes against what it is that we are visioning for our lives, and holding space for that, but not letting that distract us from actually achieving our higher vision, working with it. So like for me, it's like, okay, if I'm feeling stressed out, but I'm still like working towards what I want, but I'm stressed out and my body, like my emotions are telling me give up, I probably would just kind of like let myself rest for five more minutes, not quit. Is just indicating that I need to slow down, but not give up, because sometimes, especially with Saturn, it could speak in extremes, and there might be a 1% truth in there. Don't give up completely, just slow down and rest a bit. So yeah, it's bittersweet because it's going to take a little longer than what you expect, but give your worries to the higher power and continue to move forward is what I'm seeing. Move forward in your vision and continue to speak life into yourself as you're doing it. Okay. So that's what I have for you for the new moon in Taurus. I hope that this was helpful, and I wish you well. I know that it can be annoying sometimes, especially with these cards coming up. It's just kind of like, we're just kind of just going through it because maybe we don't like those sudden changes, but it's going to be okay. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So I will see you next time. I think it'll be the vibe of Gemini season is what I'm going to be recording next. So I will see you then, and I hope you have a great new moon in Taurus. Bye.